He thought his silence was a sign of humility. He thought his work would speak for itself. He was wrong. In the world of professional recruitment, we see a specific type of candidate. We call him the silent performer. He is the person who does everything right. He meets every deadline, he solves every problem, but he stays in the shadows. He believes that asking for more is a sign of greed. He believes that the company is a meritocracy. He believes the system is designed to find him and reward him. But the system is not designed to find you. The system is designed to run efficiently, and an efficient system does not pay more than it has to. It was 2014. He was 34 years old. He worked as a lead data analyst for a national retail chain. He was brilliant with numbers. He could see patterns that others missed. He had been with the company for 3 years. He was earning $105,000. He was comfortable. He liked his coworkers. He liked the stability. During his annual review, his manager was glowing. The manager told him he was indispensable. He told him that his latest report saved the company $5 million in inventory costs. The manager was happy. The company was profitable. This was the moment. This was the perfect time to ask for a market adjustment. He knew the market was moving. He knew that analysts with his experience were now starting at $130,000. He sat in the chair. He felt the words in his throat. He had practiced the speech. He wanted to mention the $5 million he saved. He wanted to mention the market data, but he looked at his manager. He didn't want to make things awkward. He didn't want to seem like a difficult employee. He didn't want to risk the good relationship he had. He stayed silent. His manager handed him a letter. It was a 3% raise. It was $3,000. He looked at it. He felt a small sting, but he smiled. He thanked his manager. He walked out of the office. He told himself he was being patient. He told himself that next year would be different. He told himself that loyalty pays off. Let's look at the price of that silence over the next 7 years. In 2015, the company went through a merger. Everything was in chaos. He worked 60-hour weeks to integrate the data systems. He was the only one who understood the legacy code. He was exhausted, but he was proud. He thought the merger would be his big break. He thought a promotion was coming. At the end of the year, the merit pool was frozen due to merger costs. No one got a raise. He didn't complain. He saw others complaining. He saw them getting frustrated. He thought his stoicism would be noticed. He thought he was being a team player. The reality was different. Because he didn't ask, the company assumed he was satisfied. They checked his flight risk box as low. They focused their retention budget on the loud employees. They focused on the ones who were threatening to leave. They focused on the ones who were making noise. By 2017, the market for data analysts had reached a fever pitch. New hires were coming into the company with less experience than him. They were being paid $140,000. He was still at $112,000. He found out about the pay gap by accident. He saw a printed offer letter on the communal scanner. It was for a junior hire. The base pay was $20,000 higher than his own. He felt a wave of nausea. He felt like a fool. He went back to his desk. He opened a spreadsheet. He started to calculate the silence tax he had been paying. Since 2014, he had been earning roughly $25,000 less than his market value. Over 3 years, that was $75,000. But it wasn't just $75,000. It was the lost interest on that money. It was the lower baseline for every future raise. It was the lower contribution to his retirement fund. He did the math. By the time he reached 65, this one moment of silence in 2014 would cost him nearly $500,000 in total wealth. He decided he would finally speak up. He scheduled a meeting with the head of department. He spent all night preparing. He had the market data. He had the list of his achievements. He had the junior hire's salary as a benchmark. But when he walked into the office, his courage failed. The head of department looked stressed. He talked about the challenges of the post-merit transition. He talked about the need for collective sacrifice. He sat there, he listened, he nodded. He didn't want to be the selfish one. He didn't want to add to the manager's stress. He told himself that now was not the right time. He left the office without saying a word about his pay. In the recruitment world, we see this cycle constantly. We call it the nice guy trap. The company isn't trying to hurt you, they just aren't looking for ways to spend more money. If you don't define your own value, the company will define it for you. And they will always define it as low as possible. By 2019, he was bitter. The bitterness started to affect his work. He wasn't the indispensable star anymore. He was just a lead analyst who did the bare minimum. He felt like the company owed him. But the company didn't think they owed him anything. They had paid him exactly what was in his contract. He finally called me in 2021. He was broken, he was angry, he told me he was underpaid. He told me the company was unfair. I looked at his resume. He was a master of his craft. He was worth $170,000 in the 2021 market. He was currently earning $121,000. The gap was $50,000 a year. I placed him in a new role within 3 weeks. His new salary was $175,000. It was a $54,000 jump. He should have been happy, but he wasn't. He was haunted. He realized that he had wasted 7 years of his life. He had gifted his employer over $300,000 of his labor for free. He realized that the goodwill he thought he was building didn't exist. When he handed in his resignation, his manager didn't even fight for him. The manager just said, "We'll miss you. Good luck." The manager didn't offer a match. The manager didn't offer a promotion. Why would he? He had already gotten 7 years of peak performance at a 30% discount. The manager had won. The company had won. The recruiter's perspective is this: a job is a business arrangement. It is not a friendship. It is not a family. In a business arrangement, you are responsible for representing your own interests. If you don't ask, you don't get. It is that simple. He thought he was being humble. He was actually being irresponsible. He was being irresponsible to his future self. He was being irresponsible to his family. He was being irresponsible to his career. Fear is a very expensive emotion. He was afraid of a 10-minute awkward conversation. He was afraid of a no. He was afraid of being perceived as greedy. To avoid that 10 minutes of discomfort, he paid $300,000. He paid 7 years of stagnation. In corporate life, there is no reward for suffering in silence. There is only a reward for being valuable and being vocal about it. I see this person every day. They are the quiet ones. They are the ones who think the world is fair. They are the ones who think their boss is their protector. Your boss is not your protector. Your boss is a manager of a budget. If you don't ask for a raise, you are helping your boss stay under budget. You are helping the company's bottom line. You are being a great employee at your own expense. He is now at his new job. He earns the $175,000, but he is still behind. He is 41 years old. He has the savings of a 34-year-old. He missed the greatest bull market in history because he didn't have the extra cash to invest. The compounding effect of that silence is staggering. He often thinks about that 2014 review. He thinks about the words he didn't say. He realizes now that a no wouldn't have killed him. A no would have been information. A no would have told him it was time to leave back then. But by not asking, he didn't even give the company a chance to say no. He said no to himself on their behalf. Every decision has a cost. Some we pay in a brief moment of bravery. Others we pay in a decade of regret. He chose the regret, and he will be paying for it until the day he retires. The lesson is this: silence is not a strategy. Humility is not a career plan. If you are worth more, ask for it. Not because you are greedy, but because it is your professional duty to be paid your market value. Don't be afraid to make it awkward. Awkwardness lasts for minutes. Underpayment lasts for years. He sat in that chair and chose comfort. He ended up with a life of catching up. Success requires you to be your own advocate, because in the cold, efficient world of the job market, nobody else is going to do it for you. He stayed silent, and the world moved on without him, taking his money with it. Every decision has a price. Some we pay in cash, others we pay in the life we could have had if we had just found the courage to speak up. He paid in both, and the check he wrote was for $300,000. What is your silence costing you? Don't wait for next year. Next year is just another year of paying the silence tax. Ask today, or pay forever.